Welcome back to The Explainer. So, today we're diving into a pretty incredible blueprint. It's essentially a 7-step manifesto on achieving absolute financial independence. If you're the kind of person who loves a highly structured point A to point B roadmap, you're going to absolutely love this framework. We're looking at a strategy that doesn't just, hype up vague ideas about success, but actually maps out a super specific journey. It literally takes you from starting with absolutely zero all the way to what the source material calls the Rolls-Royce reality. So let's just jump right in and decode exactly how this transformation is built step by step.
Right off the bat, the material hits us with a tough question. When will my life change? It confronts this really painful, honestly super common reality. It's speaking directly to that gut-wrenching feeling of being flat broke right now. It totally acknowledges what it's like when people count you out, and you get that heavy, sinking feeling watching everyone else succeed around you, asking yourself, when is it my turn? It's just this brutal place of stagnation. But listen, the text makes a massive promise here. If you're stuck in that headspace right now, this blueprint is designed specifically to break you out of it.
And it introduces this idea with a powerful quote. A Rolls-Royce is not just a car. It's proof that you refuse to quit. See, in this framework, the Rolls-Royce isn't just about showing off or flashing wealth. It's the ultimate metaphor for pure grit. It's the physical, tangible proof that you absolutely refuse to throw in the towel when things got brutal. It perfectly sets the emotional stakes for this whole journey. Think of it as the ultimate trophy at the end of a very long, exhausting marathon.
Okay, step 1, the starting line. And it starts exactly where you are, with absolutely nothing.
Moving right into step 2, building your arsenal. This is where we drop the daydreams and start acquiring real, tangible weapons.
This is where the rubber actually meets the road. The blueprint dictates a hard rule. You have to learn a high-income skill. Because let's face it, in today's digital world, specialized skills are what literally print money. We're talking about things like video editing, graphic designing, AI content creation, digital marketing, freelancing, or running an online business. These are not just abstract buzzwords. They are super specific, massively in-demand capabilities. The whole point here is that mastering just one of these skills is how you forge your very first weapon for the battles ahead. But here's the catch. There is a harsh, numerical reality to making this work. 2 to 4. That is the exact number of hours you need to grind every single day to learn your chosen skill. There's no secret hack here, no magic pill. It demands relentless, daily focus. And hey, if you're sitting there thinking, but I don't have the cash for a fancy course, the text shuts that excuse down immediately. It says, go start for free on YouTube. The information is literally everywhere. The only thing it demands from you is your time and your undivided attention. Which brings us to a super scrappy tactic. Start making money with your phone. This completely destroys the I don't have a professional setup excuse. We're talking about clipping TikToks, making food videos, pinning on Pinterest, running faceless YouTube channels, posting Instagram reels, or just freelancing straight from your mobile. People are building genuine incomes using the exact device you're probably holding in your hand right now. Now, the source totally acknowledges the early money from this is going to be small, like really small at first. But here's the kicker. Consistency changes everything. You literally just have to start. All right, step 3, scaling your empire. This is where we shift gears from basic survival into massive compounding.
As you start scaling up, you have to remember this core rule. People don't only buy products, they buy trust. This is where building a personal brand becomes absolutely crucial. You literally have to carve out a name for yourself. And the text provides a dead simple formula for this. Post content every single day and give away real value. When you do that consistently, the dynamic totally flips. Instead of you frantically cold pitching and chasing down clients, suddenly people start searching for you. That trust, that becomes the unshakable bedrock of your entire empire.
And once that trust is locked in, you move to the next major move, building multiple income streams. The material is brutally explicit here. Never, ever depend on just one single source of income. You might start out freelancing, right? But then that evolves into an online store, which branches into affiliate marketing, maybe a local food business, a YouTube channel, or selling digital products. By rapidly multiplying where your cash comes from, you essentially make yourself bulletproof. Like the source says, the more streams you build, the faster your entire reality changes. It's all about aggressive multiplication. Next up, step 4, the wealth mindset. This is the crucial psychological shift you have to make to actually keep the money you're making.
So there's a really stark contrast presented here between average earners and genuine wealth builders. The text points out that most people get a paycheck and literally instantly waste it. But smart people, they do 3 very specific things. First, they immediately stop the unnecessary spending. Second, they save a cut of every single dollar that comes in. And third, this is the big one, they invest. They pour their resources right back into upgrading their skills, scaling their businesses, and securing their future. If you don't adopt this exact discipline of saving and investing, all those income streams we just talked about simply won't save you.
This phase is also heavily about resilience. The text warns that if you just sit around obsessing over your problems, your life is going to stay exactly the same. Smart people, on the other hand, accept that failure is just part of the game. They take calculated risks and they just keep pushing. You have to remember this. Slow progress is still progress. It's all about keeping that forward momentum alive, even on the days it feels like an absolute endless grind, because that resilience is the invisible shield protecting your whole journey.
And finally, step 5, the Rolls-Royce reality. This is the ultimate payoff.
The source frames it with this incredible thought: a Rolls-Royce appears in the mind before it appears in the garage. You have to train yourself to think bigger. Write your goals down, clearly visualize the future you actually want, and then wake up and put in the work every single day. The underlying thesis of this whole explainer is that success isn't about getting lucky, it's just discipline, repeated for years. It's that quiet, totally unshakable confidence of knowing that someday people will look at you and say, wow, they came from absolutely nothing, right as you quietly close the door to your Rolls-Royce.
Which brings us to one final, provocative challenge from the text. This entire blueprint demands nothing but pure discipline, crazy consistency, and relentless hard work. The whole thing is laid out for you. The exact skills, the scrappy strategies, the massive mindset shift. The only variable left in this equation is you. So start now. No more excuses, no shortcuts. The real question is, are you ready?